Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter also established diplomatic relations with China during his presidency. President Xi Jinping offered his condolences to U.S. President Joe Biden. Mimosing reports.
In January 1979, the U.S.-China relationship entered a new era, a watershed moment when the two countries officially established diplomatic ties. Jimmy Carter and then Vice Premier of China Deng Xiaoping met in Washington, D.C.
I welcome you, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Vice Premier, to the United States of America.
Under Carter, Washington moved to recognize Beijing as the sole legal government of China instead of Taiwan in a major political shift. While Carter did not visit China in his presidency, the former U.S. president went to the country more than 10 times after he left the White House. He met with a number of Chinese leaders during his time there and was seen as an old friend of the country. In 1985, Carter conducted a private visit to Hong Kong. In 2016, he received the Positive Energy Prize under the LOI War Prize.
That's correct, right over here, Mr.
2 years later, Carter did an interview with TVB in Atlanta. He talked about how to bring positive energy to the U.S.-China relationship.
First of all, mutual respect. The United States respect China, acknowledging the great difference in history and culture and so forth, and the form of government, and China respecting the United States, which is quite different from China. And then when we have a problem or a challenge or an obstacle to overcome, we need to address those issues together.
In Beijing on Monday, the Foreign Ministry said China deeply mourns the passing of Carter, who was a promoter and decision-maker in building diplomatic relations between the two countries. Spokesperson Mao Ning said China holds him in high regard for making significant contributions in China-U.S. relations and the friendly exchanges and cooperation between the two countries over the years. Memos 9, TVB News.